Hello, I'm here with the third part on the tutorial on the process I'm following to paint this miniature. So on the next part I will explain how I do the horns, nails and all the spikes. I will use almost the same technique for all of them. So if you remember, in the first part I paint them with Sharon granite. So this one, okay. And now the next step I will do, I will start doing some highlights, and I will start using Camry Brown. So what I will do, I will start working here on the horn on the head. Then you have to imagine that I will apply the same on the other parts. So I start. This horn have a very nice texture, so and it have vertical cuts. So I will follow the same type of texture, leaving the cuts in the Sharon granite, and try to do all these vertical strokes to follow the same type of texture that the miniature have. So I will do this type of vertical strokes, and of course here I will emphasize on the edges, the paint. So, for example, here I will emphasize a little bit more, and here at the bottom. So, but the idea is to follow exactly the same type of texture that the sculptor give to the miniature. So this type of vertical cuts or cracks that the horn have. Start with this one that is quite dark, and you will see that I will start building up the color with different layers. So this is how I will work. I will keep working on that, as you can see here, try to follow the pattern given by the sculpt of the miniature, doing this type of vertical strokes here, and then on this part, this one that is the stroke is following the same direction as the horn, I will do the same. So I will try to do this type of I will try to follow the same type of texture given to the miniature. Okay, so with my strokes I will try to imitate, being very gentle. I will try to follow what was the intent of the sculptor. So I apply this, for example, here. I will apply on this part here. And remember that I want to go quite light in color at the end. So if this is too thick, don't be very concerned. We will correct it later on if it's needed. At this moment, what we try to do is to create the pattern that we want to follow for future strokes. So see here, I try to right. So I think I will stop the camera at this moment, and I will keep doing this, the different horns, until I have all the different horns spikes done. Okay, so I will connect later. So this is how I'm doing. You see this horn versus this one, it is the difference. So I will keep doing that on all the different parts, also the nails, to give like this type of texture. So as you can see, now I finished the work with Camry Brown on all the line of the horns. Hope you can see this well here. I don't know if the light is good enough. move it a little bit on the nails. So I try to follow the pattern here at the back. See the spine is highlight all the different protuberances, and now I will do a second one with racar flesh. This one you have to thin it to make it more thin, to avoid to apply too much. So it's good that it's better to do 2 times than just one thick as usual. But when you do the second highlight, you have to be very smooth. You don't want a strong lines. So as I did before, so first I test on the paper to see how it's looking like, and I will start doing first the most external part. So you want to okay. So we will start with the big ones first to see how it's looking, and then on the small ones, what I will do, I will not finish them. I will start from the top. Some of them I will finish, and some I will not, to make this type of things. So you want a little bit of randomness to make it look more natural. So this is what I mean, and now I will start from the bottom. The case. And repeat the same process. When you take some little paint, you have to be careful because it's doing very fast on the brush. So you have to clean quite often the rice to avoid that the paint gets completely dry on the tip. So this is how it will look like. Now on this one here, I will do different parts to show you how I treat the different parts. So this with one here, I will first do the big corners. Then I will try to do some of the middle ones, but you try to be also very soft. So this is what you try to do. You don't want to make this too strong. The beginning, the best is to start playing and it's a matter of patience, so you will need time to make it, to build up the color, but I think it's better to start soft and adding layers and see how it's looking like, and being working and balancing, because if you try to go directly to strong lines, it will look weird, will not look natural. So this is what I'm working here. Then on the nails, that I didn't like a lot, because you don't have a lot of the same texture. Nails, what I will do is I will start from the edge. I will go will not go, and here, like, look that this is broken. Have some, so I do this like that. We'll do the same on the other side. Okay, and then starting from the extreme to the root of the nail. Same here. So this is how it's looking like. I was also doing the hand nails. I think will make more sense to make them clearer. Will look like more threatening. And then on the different spikes we have on the body, and I will do these ones here that are the biggest one. What I will do is I will apply a little bit on the extreme. And the big ones, I will do the same technique, trying to go from the top, a little bit to the bottom, a couple of lines, and keeping the tip or the peak of the. Okay. You see here on the feet nails, I always do this one on the top, then do this one here, the base, and very thin one in the middle. Okay, so this is more or less what I will be working now. I did some examples, so you see here I follow the texture, doing these vertical lines. On these ones I painting from the top to the bottom some lines, and also painting the top clear. On these ones I try to follow the same shape I did before with the brown, but now with this lighter color. And yeah, and here I will do some of the main lines, as you can see. So I will keep working now on the horns, nails, spikes, and all these type of things, and I will be back. But this is going to be the last step to do now this part, and yeah, I will be back once I finish with applying this color. So now this is how it's looking like once I finish with the racquer flesh. I'm pretty happy, especially with the result here on the horns. With also the small nails and the different nails on the toes, the spikes. So, and I think for that miniature I don't need to go much clear. Now I see that here I forgot some of the blue highlights. I will do this later. This normally happens when you start doing the details. You can see some mistakes that you did in previous layers. So you always have to be prepared to go back to some of the previous layers or the previous colors. So this is finishing this part about the horns and how I do the horns. I will keep it like that. Can happen that once I do the other parts, I do a little bit of rework on the horns. But this is finishing this part 3, where I wanted to share how I do the different horns, spikes, nails, and all these type of things. And now I will do the next part, that I will work on the SWOT, because I want to do for this weekly painting tutorial, I want to do a tutorial on how I do a lava, a sword that is looking like lava, like empowered by fire. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next part. Bye!